So this is our main section for the Turtles collectibles. Starting off with this, I believe this is a 3.5 or 4 foot Leonardo. I got this off of a Facebook Marketplace deal for $15, and I couldn't say no. Every once in a while, I do store things back in there in his shell. When my daughter was a bigger collector and we had more of the kid stuff instead of the collectible stuff, that's where I would have it stored for her. Down here is the racing system. I actually never opened it since I got it. I did buy it secondhand, but I believe it was actually completely sealed. For a while, my daughter was into cars. Bought it for her, never used it. So, coming up here, I have a pin that fell down. These are all pins from like loot crates and stuff like that. Not a big pin collector, but yeah. Down here, Toka and Razor, the NECA figures, one of the bigger pieces of my collection. My buddy, who I actually sold the Super Shredder to, gave me a good deal. It gave me this at basically cost. So definitely appreciate we work together well. So if we find something in the wild, we get each other deals. So, I encourage you to find friends and try to make those deals. So down here, got a lot of Funkos. April, Casey Jones, Splinter, Donut Mikey, another Splinter again. You see right here, this last Christmas, my family got me the minifigures, which they are adorable. All right, going down, again, got a lot of these when they came out and was able to get them at cost. Some of them I didn't, like this Shredder right here. I got in a Facebook deal with one of the Splinters, and there was another figure I'm blanking on that's for the Turtles. But it was well below what the costs were going for at that time. And then, of course, the original 4 Turtles right there. And then I got this display from GameStop. They were tossing it out. Actually, no, not GameStop. It was Target. They're tossing it out, and they let me have it to display. And it actually looks really well. I'm going to keep going over here first before I go down. Just got this Last Ronin from the TargetCon 2024. Looks really nice. I need to grade one of my Last Ronins to add to my collection. Up here's another Last Ronin. I had to put puppers there because I don't really have a Letterkenny area, but needed to add that to the collection. Over here is a actual box from Pizza Hut when they were doing the Big New Yorker pizza, which was actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy that pizza. Over here, Krang fanny pack from the Loot Crate. Over here is the Turtles in Disguise from the Mutant Mayhem. Always a fan of the Turtles in Disguise series, so I had to get by that right away. Over here was the Entertainment Earth exclusive Krang. And then I got this Super Shredder 10-inch Funko from GameStop. And at the time they were clearancing down to $5, so I had to buy it. I'm not big into the giant Funkos, but for $5, can't say no. And then this Party Wagon, I believe this is the 2011 reprint. This is not the recent one, and then obviously it's not the original. I believe it was a 2011 reprint that a lot of people didn't know existed, but it does, and I did buy it complete in box. And the box is not like perfect, but for display purposes, it works fine. Down here, was able to get these writers from Walmart for like $5 a piece, and then added that with the Mutant Mayhem cereal with a basketball. I believe that's Donatello. And then Rafi, baseball, kind of keeping with the sports theme right there. Got a couple figures, and then all these figures, the loose ones. So all these loose ones, and the ones that you'll see more and more, I got off of a Facebook deal for $30. I want to say in 2022, 2021. Amazing deal, and it came with this too as well. So it was an extremely good deal. Cannot complain about that. Obviously, they have been played and some pieces are missing, but for $30, I am not going to complain about that. Actually, it might have been 25 to be exact. But yeah, moving forward, over here, the complete classic series or classic series collection for the animated series. Wanted to get that for the daughter. She is now a teenager now, and she's too cool to watch cartoons with her dad, even though we do still debate about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles occasionally. Down here, again, more figures, kind of displaying them in a way that kind of looks cool. I do need to maybe put some risers or something over there to make it a little bit more unique. Over here, got Casey Jones. And then got a set. I believe this one was a Target exclusive, which comes with the classic figures where they're all in red. And then on top I have the best of TMNT for Shredder or Splinter down there, April O'Neil and Raphael. And I got more that you'll see throughout this. But I believe this was the first one I got for the classic series. Moving forward, these are more of the villains and more of the odd characters for the series. But again, this all came in one lot, so I cannot complain at all. This, just to go back to this one, I believe I did open. The rest of them are sealed. So I do think that's pretty cool. So down here, this is, I forget which one this is. This is the movie star. So this one was for sure a Target exclusive. I remember that. And unfortunately, Michelangelo fell. I'll have to pick him up in a second, which is why Michelangelo was there and Donatello is there as well for the best of TMNT. Over here, this is the Villains pack. This one was, I believe, a GameStop exclusive. And again, I was able to buy a couple and give one to a friend at cost because I was able to pre-order it before they just massively sold out. So this one has the Leonardo and the Shredder Best of TNT. So last one right here has, sorry, bumped my knee, Raphael over here. Or that might actually be one of the ones that are the classics, so I don't know if it's Raphael, but I'm going to say it's Raphael with Casey Jones up there. This one, I don't remember what set this is, but I believe this is the more modern one. I will probably put a little indentation in the filming because I'm an idiot and was not prepared. So, yeah, this is the last set. And then, oh, yeah, these three on the bottom are sealed. That one's open. And yeah, this is the main part of my TMNT collection. I do keep a lot of TMNT stuff hanging above my wall, above my couch. So I wanted to go through that. That is a original Sewer Sports All-Star Ninja hockey version, obviously. You can tell it's part of the side is peeling up, but it's still there. And then these are reprints, reaction figures for the Undercover, Donatello, Casey Jones, April O'Neil, and then obviously Space Cadet Ralph. So over here is some more NECA stuff. A foot soldier right there. Got the Super Shredder twice. That's the obviously the more collectible one of the two. I was able to get both of these at Walmart in a deal, and actually was able to get a couple, sell one to a friend at cost, and sold one or two online. And then the the pizza monster right there. Over here, some Hot Wheels for the TMNT. I do have this full set that came out, I believe, 3 years ago, and then the party wagon right there. This party wagon license plate came from the Loot Crate, along with the Dark Turtle Donatello right here. One of the only ones I kept from the Loot Crate, because after a while I lost interest in wanting to collect those because it just took so long to get to them. So if they would have actually came out in a timely manner, it would have been great. So when you're coming down this particular hallway, I do have my overflow turtle stuff on some IKEA floating shelves. So up there is I believe a 4th reprint of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 1, 9.0 CGC. Honestly, I don't know I'm pretty sure I got that in the auction, pretty decent priced. Over here is the Turtles in Disguise NECA set that is sealed, never been opened. Obviously, big fan of the animated series, something I kind of grew up on, so decided to get that. Over here, before I go up a little bit, are 2 Canadian edition of the 71 and 57 covers. One is for the Montreal, which you can see the MC hats cover. It was for the Montreal Comic Convention there. And I believe this one was the Ottawa, yeah, it says Ottawa right there. Comic Book Convention, one at 9.8, 9.6. Definitely wanted to get those in the collection. They look really nice together. And then up there is Casey's Slamboni, which is a play off the Zamboni, being from Minnesota and all that stuff. Definitely know about the hockey, and Casey Jones obviously really big into the hockey. So going down to the second shelf, I got reprints of the first 4. Very disappointed in these grades. Came from the 25th anniversary box set reprint. 7.5 for reprint is ridiculous, but I'm not going to sell them because they're still pretty cool to look at. So it's the first 4 issues. They also came with, I believe, the Michelangelo one-shot, which was the first appearance of Casey Jones, if I remember correctly, but I sold that to help fund the rest of this. And as you can see, I put a couple little dollar store figures of the Turtles here, just to kind of keep it a little bit more decorative. And then the Donatello right there. And the last book in this area is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters number 1 team up at a 9.6. The cool thing about this book, it does actually glow in the dark, which I will show in 1 second. So when you are talking TMNT, for me, my love of TMNT actually started with the games. So, of course, I am a collector of the games. I'll start off in this corner. This is Shredder's Revenge, the classic edition from Limited Run. Came with this Michelangelo card. Over here, the Manhattan Project is original, even though the label is a reprint. The game is an original arcade game. And the classic, which is my least favorite TMNT game of all time. I'm not gonna lie. Over here, the Cowabunga collection on the Switch sealed, which I have a cart version of the game as well. So I was able to buy a cart separate for $20, which was amazing. And then Turtles in Time. So this is some of the games. I will show a little bit more. I actually almost forgot to show this area over here. We got another Shredder glow in the dark over here. Kang from the Loot Crate. That is actually a character that I created. Don't want to ramble too much into it, but that's the anniversary box set where the books came from. Toka and Razor glass sets, which are technically juice glass sets, but I do find it funny that they put that as juice glass sets in the description. And then my buddy, as a move-in present, gave me a Eeks Donatello resin, sorry, a little dumb today, figure as a move-in present, so that's greatly appreciated. But now onto the games. Okay, I want to start off with actually one of my favorite and underrated games, Mutants in Manhattan. This one for the Xbox One, but it plays on the Series X, which is why I purchased it. I originally was going to get the PlayStation 4 version, but this actually was a lot cheaper, and it's actually a really fun game. One that doesn't get mentioned a lot, Radical Rescue. This is obviously a case that I made, but to have this original game in the collection is really nice. I do have a bunch more like digital versions of the games, but for the physical, the Danger of the Ooze, not my favorite game, and I have for the Turtles, but it's something that the kids enjoy. Like my daughter enjoys this game. Lastly, in my physical collection would be the TMNT, as my set falls. I'm going to leave it like this. But the TMNT for the PlayStation 2.